We're doing likes and dislikes as we welcome in our NBA writer, Zach Lowe. Zach, we just wrapped up the NBA Finals, and pretty unusual. What are two of your likes from the past season?
First of all, congrats to the Bucks, but let's zoom out and start with one of the big innovations of the season, the play-in tournament. After much controversy, the play-in tournament was a home run. It added intrigue at the bottom of the standings all season long. Teams stayed in it when they would have tanked. It created a race for the number 6 seed to get out of the play-in. It gave us two classic games at the end, Lakers, Warriors, and then Warriors, Grizzlies. And I think the only innovation left is if you're the number 1 seed, you should be able to get to pick your opponent from the two teams that come out of the play-in. That's the next innovation. But this was an absolute home run by the NBA. They're bringing it back, and they should bring it back. And after that, we got to go to the MVP, the two-time MVP, the Finals MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and particularly some of these shots, the jump hook right there, his mid-range game. Here's another look at it. He's had fadeaways, jump hooks, floaters. He shot better from the mid-range in the playoffs, better than he ever has before. That's the next step. He's only 26 years old. He's still improving. And by the way, he's a 72% free throw shooter in the regular season. All he has to do is carry that over into the playoffs, and that's fine. He's been a 62% free throw shooter in the playoffs. That hasn't been good enough. But if that mid-range game keeps coming, forget the threes. He can post up mismatches. He can ISO. He has more options. This guy is still just getting into his prime.
I love your two likes. Now, what were two of your dislikes from the past season?
Yeah, so the Bucks, we're all celebrating this team that did it, quote-unquote, the right way, even though there's no right way to win. But there was another team that was on track to really have a chance, and that was the Denver Nuggets until this happened late in the game. Maybe the most heartbreaking injury of all the injuries that kind of ruined a lot of parts of this season. I think the Nuggets really had a chance to win the title this year. After they got Aaron Gordon, they looked incredible. They went into LA and just destroyed the Clippers in Los Angeles. The fully healthy Clippers just looked like a team that was saying, hey, we're really good. We can absolutely win the whole thing. And obviously now we have to wait and see how long Murray is out. That was such a bummer. And then it's hard to talk about this pandemic season without talking about an absolute lost season for the Raptors, who had to play in Tampa Bay. And they looked finally in the middle of the season to be rounding into the frisky mid-seed in the Eastern Conference, a team nobody wanted to play. They won 9 of 12, and then the virus hit them, hit their coaching staff. Players had to sit out. Their season was ruined. We never saw that team again. On the flip side, they did get the number 4 pick in the draft out of the Tampa tank season, the accidental Tampa tank, and so they become a really interesting team now with Kyle Lowry entering free agency, the number 4 pick, a lot of moving parts there, but just, I mean, it's hard to believe that a team had to play out of their country for an entire season. It's just kind of a bummer and symbolic of what the NBA and every sports league has had to go through.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.